Hey everybody, Liddell Steiner here at Tilmor, and we're going to do an unboxing and assembly of the Tilmor Winder for the Sumisansui Irrigation reel hose. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Okay. It's actually quite simple. So inside the box you get some extra paper, you get the actual reel winder system, you get a few steel parts, and a few more steel parts. And make sure the bottom is there, and we have the foot pegs and the hardware. So I'm going to throw that all down there, organize this nicely so you can see them. Okay. So I actually haven't read the instructions yet, so I may do this in a different order than the instructions tell you, and that's okay. But essentially what we do need is we're going to need a 3/4 inch wrench, and a 1/2 inch wrench, and a 9/16 if we want to make any adjustments. I think I'm going to start with the assembling the triangle piece. Okay, so when I say the triangle piece, what I mean by that is we're going to have the handle, and this is going to come down like this. And so on here I have the triangle. So this is going to go exactly like that. So I'm going to take out some of the hardware. We have some carriage bolts, and they are all the same length. And you can either choose to do this from the front side or the back side. So if you want to look a little bit better, you can put the carriage bolt in from this side. Comes through, and the backer plate there. And then the back side, I'm going to put one of these serrated flange nuts. I'm just going to hand tight it for right now. Put another carriage bolt through, serrated flange on the back side. Okay, I'm going to put one down here, serrated flange at the back side. And what I meant by you can also choose to do it a different way. I'm going to show you that as well here. If you wanted, you could also put the carriage bolt in from the other side. There's no harm or foul doing that. Either way is fine. Functionally, it's the same. For right now, I'm going to do all of them the exact same though. We're going to put it in from this side. So you're going to see when you do this, you want to make sure that that carriage head seats down into the square. And there's a laser out cut on both the actual plate itself and also in the tube itself. So we're getting our last one in here. So that gets us the triangle pieces all taken care of. The next step that I'm going to maybe propose doing is I'm going to show you how to add the actual reel winder itself. This is a machined item, so you're going to see there's a machined square on there, okay? And that's going to sit right into that square pocket there. It's going to sit in there. So this is designed to make it really easy for you. And then while I'm also here, I'm going to make one mention. We preload this unit so that there's a certain amount of friction, so when you spin it, it doesn't freewheel. If you ever want to either tighten it more or less, you can take a socket, and I think it's a 3/4 socket if I'm not mistaken, and go in there and loosen it a little bit, or tighten it. There's friction washers that allow this to give you more friction or less friction. So that's kind of up to you to decide your personal preference, but that does make it nice. So I popped it in there, and then I have the large 3/4 inch serrated flange nut. This goes on there very easily like that. So, so far pretty easy, so far pretty good. And here now, maybe I should have, it's probably okay, maybe I could have tightened those down. Now I have to kind of contend with what I put on, but we do need to make sure these get tightened down. So again, the order really doesn't matter. It's kind of, there's just the choice that you make of how you want to do that. I probably could have used a socket there if I would have tightened it down before. But I did want to make sure that I got this large 1/2 inch bolt kind of through there before I did that. Okay, so I'm going to tighten all 4, actually 5. And then here, we're going to tighten down the 3/4 inch wrench. Again, because it has that square, it kind of sits in. You don't need a second wrench. Nor do you, necessarily need a lot of force on it, just enough to keep it tight. That serrated flange will keep it there. The final step is going to be, which who knows, maybe in the instructions is the first step, is going to be putting the legs on. Okay, so similarly, it's pretty simple. We have the carriage bolts that are going to go through, and they're going to sit in all the way through. Okay. And I bet you're all having a fun time watching me try to do this on camera. I'm having fun trying to do it on camera. And then on the back side, the serrated flange. Yep, that looks correct. So this can easily be tightened with a 1/2 inch wrench. You could use a socket impact if you wanted. Okay, then I'm going to do the other leg the same way. Carriage bolts go through. So a couple last kind of points to note on here after I tighten that down. Yeah, one reason we like to use carriage bolts is so that you don't have to have 2 wrenches. It makes it kind of nice. The last little items you're going to notice you have in here is a carabiner. This can get hooked onto here and can hold the any of the rubber bands or the hose stoppers as well, so you can carry those with you. You have the pin that goes in here to hold the winder once it's on. And a thing to note on here, there's actually 3 different holes there, again, to have different forms to hold on different reels, okay? And then you're going to see you have an extra bolt and nut, just for whatever, if one got lost or wasn't quite right, that's an extra to have with you. One thing I wanted to point out here is the preset of the kind of hose guide. And this is designed to help kind of guide it into the reel and also maybe sheds mud. These can be moved to a higher position if you use a canister that's smaller or just the more basic lower footage. To do that, you would use a 9/16 wrench, take off this outside nut, and then also take off the inner nut and move everything up. Again, you only really need 1 wrench to be able to do that properly. So we do have other videos that then I go over the other options, over how to make it work, but that is a pretty basic instruction for how to assemble the winder. So this gets nicely flat packed, so it can easily be shipped out to you, and away we go. If you have any questions, you're more than happy to reach out to us at Tilmor. If you're interested in purchasing, you can buy everything online at tilmor.com. Thanks, have a great day.